Okay, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. I hope everyone is doing good. So I'm just starting. So, guys, as we requested you all to join, as we have completed first three sessions already for F5 interview questions and answers. So today is the fourth session. I hope you have gone through first three sessions. If not, I will share you the link from where you can go through that. So guys, as requested, people like these webinars are conducted so that you can get to know that what are the questions which have been asked in interview by whenever you go to any company. They might ask you questions related to production. Have you worked or not? So we will try to cover all the scenarios based questions in this. So right now today also I will be covering LTM questions and answers. So let's discuss one by one. So I have taken the random questions by our audience. So they have given some random questions to me. I have asked them to fill the form. So what my purpose was, like, people should tell me what type of questions. See, I will be covering my questions from my experience, but many students who have already attended interviews, we have questions from them also. So the question, guys, which are been asked, so I've been asked them to fill the form. So this is the form which they have filled. So let's go one by one. So I will go to the questions. So the person Ajit Kumar question, let's see what is the question he has asked. So guys, very good question he has asked is how you confirm that problem is not there on F5. So what question he has asked is, let's say I have a client, I have an internet router, I have a firewall, then I have F5, then I have servers, server 1, server 2, server 3. So what the question what he has asked is how you can confirm that problem is not there on F5. So guys, many time people will ask you, or let's say you have a customer, they will ask you that, hey, Skilled Inspirational Academy, my URL sianets.com is not working fine. This is the question, and this is hosted on F5. So the first troubleshooting step which you need to confirm is, first you need to ask them whether DNS is working fine or not. That is the first answer to any problem which is related to F5. They should troubleshoot. So you should ask them, can you do NS lookup to the URL and confirm whether resolution is happening or not. Second case is, guys, if DNS is working fine, you should check the status of your virtual server, pool, and pool member. That is the second thing which you need to confirm. So how to check that? You just need to go to 192. I will be just logging into F5. Sorry, this is the normal question, guys, which will be asked in every interview. How you can confirm whether it's an issue with F5 or it's an issue with server. Customer is reporting that URL is not accessible. I've covered this question in my YouTube videos also, but I'm covering it so that you can get it. So how you will confirm is status of virtual server. You will go to local traffic, virtual server, and see. You need to check if virtual server is green, it means your URL is up, means your virtual IP is up. If VIP is up, means pool member is also up. Very important. So once you confirmed it, so one of the troubleshooting step you have confirmed. First thing, DNS is working fine. Second thing is your virtual server is up, pool members are up. Now guys, you need to invite your customer onto the call. and you need to check. You can ask them, hey, skilled inspirational, let's say customer is skilled inspirational academy, can you try to access sianets.com? This is the URL which is hosted on F5, and this URL is called virtual IP on F5. Now you need to check that whether when client is accessing URL, which is a web, whether you are getting traffic to till F5 or not. If you're not getting traffic, let's say my topology is client, I have a firewall, then I have an F5, then I have a layer 2 switch, then I have 3 servers, server 1, server 2, server 3. So you need to check where the traffic, when client is accessing any URL or a web, where the traffic is reaching towards F5 or not. So how you can confirm? One way is you can do Wireshark capture. But some people don't know how to do Wireshark capture. The easiest way is you need to check the statistics. So let's go. It's a very, very important question, guys. And many people don't know how to check the statistics. What are the statistics? So guys, statistics means live capture of your traffic. You need to determine whether F5 is receiving traffic or not. If F5 is not receiving traffic, then it's not an F5 issue. Maybe your firewall port is getting blocked. That's why URL is not working, right? Your virtual IP is up, pool members are up. Still, customer is saying that my URL is not working. In that case, you need to prove them, right? Every customer wants a proof, or every application owner wants a proof. Every interviewer wants to know the troubleshooting approach in interview. So that is what we determine. This type of questions will be always asked in interview. So in that case, what I will do is, guys, I need to confirm whether traffic is receiving on F5. I will go to virtual server, statistics, and guys, this is what I will check. In and out packet. Very, very important, guys. Connection also. But guys, can you confirm whether you're from this output? Very, very important question, guys. From this output, can you confirm whether F5 is receiving traffic or not? Only from this output can you confirm whether F5 is receiving traffic or not. No, guys, this is not true because this statistics can be old. So what you need to do is you need to clear the stats. You need to clear it until it becomes 0. So it's getting updated because I need to capture live traffic, right? Because this is old stats, right? Maybe previous time traffic was working, traffic was not working. So I need to clear the stats. So let's go further. It's getting clear, then I will access a URL and I will check. So I want to check, guys, whether in and out traffic is coming or not, whether connections are being increased. You can confirm by this. If connections are being increased, means you are getting traffic on F5. So I will go again on my virtual server, stats. See, guys, can you see? If this connection does not get increased, that means your F5 traffic, you're not getting traffic on F5 from client. Then you don't need to check anything on F5, guys. Directly you can say it's an either issue with internet or a router or with a firewall. Because I'm not receiving traffic, right? It is the same case with firewall also. If firewall is not receiving traffic, then how you can troubleshoot? So now I will access the URL. I will ask, let's say I'm a customer. I will ask customer to access the URL. So my IP is 192.168.1.60. And I will refresh. I'll ask them to hit some traffic more. Now I will ask them to refresh. Now I will check. Here I will refresh the stats. See guys, can you see? Which means traffic is arriving on F5. Very, very important, guys. This is the great troubleshooting, live troubleshooting, which can help you to determine whether you are receiving traffic or not. Otherwise, it would have been issue, guys. So this is the way you can troubleshoot. And also, guys, there is one more important thing. Even your virtual traffic is you are receiving. Now let me refresh. I will refresh. I will refresh the page. Now I will access the page again. Let me see if my all servers are up. Red, green, blue, all are up. Now I will check the settings. I will go to local traffic, virtual server. I will again go to the stats. See guys, it's been increasing. Previously connection were 3, 4. Now I will access one more time. Let's see what will happen. I will refresh it. Now I will go again. Refresh from here, guys. Can you see? 7 total connection increased. So means traffic is coming. And another question, guys, which will asked by interviewer, or this is asked by many students. If I clear stats, if I clear this option, will it create any outage on F5? No, guys. This is just for clearing your old data. It won't impact your traffic. It will just determine your old traffic capture. It just to clear the traffic. That's it. Very, very important, guys. Because this question I have faced many times, so I want every student to get clarity on this. Because this way, interviewer as an interviewer, right? They will come to know that you are already working on F5. So very, very important thing which you need to determine. Now, next case, guys, even you are receiving traffic here, you confirm that hey, F5 is receiving traffic. So guys, very, very important. You need to understand that F5 is a full proxy architecture. F5 when I installed F5 behaves as a full proxy architecture, which means there is one connection from client to F5, one connection is from F5 to the server, guys. Very, very important. So you have determined there is no issue here, you are receiving traffic, but who will confirm this traffic? Because there will be 2 TCP handshake, right? One is between this, one is this. Now I need to determine F5 is receiving a traffic. So client is sending traffic, I am receiving on my virtual IP. But is it F5 forwarding traffic to server or not? How you can check, guys? Whether F5 is forwarding traffic to server or not, how you need to check. Now you need to go to pool member. First of all, you need to tell what is the pool member associated with the virtual IP. So you need to go to virtual IP resources tab. You will see this is the pool member I have assigned. So you will go to that pool of RJB server. You need to go to stats and you need to determine in and out packet. This one. This way you will determine which servers are receiving traffic or not, whether F5 is sending traffic to server or not. Very, very important, guys. In means traffic is coming to F5 and out means F5 is forwarding traffic to server. Sometimes, guys, you will see in packet is increasing, but out packet is 0. Means there is an issue with F5 to the server platform. F5 is receiving a traffic, but F5 is not forwarding a traffic to the server. So that confirm that client is receiving a traffic on F5 and F5 is forwarding a traffic to server. Very, very important, guys. Now, guys, another question, very, very important. This you have checked, right? You have checked that DNS is working fine. You have checked that virtual server pool members are up. You have checked that F5 is receiving traffic. And fourth step you have checked is F5 is forwarding traffic to server. Now the fifth step which comes into picture is, guys, still customer is facing issues. He is not able to access. You need to check whether SSL handshake is working properly. So for that, guys, you need to take the packet capture. Very, very important. So how to take packet capture on F5? Another important question which will be asked in an interview. How to take packet capture on F5? So let's go. What I will do is I will go to Putty. I will access my virtual F5. This is my F5 which is hosted on virtual platform. I will access it. So I will change the format so that I can increase it. So I will log in into CLI to take a packet capture, guys. Best way always is to take a capture on CLI, guys, rather than GUI, because it gives you more option. So if anyone asks you how to determine whether you're receiving packet on F5 and F5 is forwarding a traffic to server, whether TCP handshake is fine, SSL handshake is fine. We have checked TCP is fine, right? Because server is receiving a traffic. Now I want to check whether SSL handshake is working fine. So in this case, what I will do is, guys, in F5, F5 works on Linux platform. And F5 has a utility called TCP dump, which is used to capture packet. So now what I will run is, I will run this command, TCP dump, simple, minus NI interface. I want to capture my all interfaces. Now I will mention host, my virtual IP, 1.60, then I need to capture server's traffic also, right? My server's IP are 10.2.2.30, 10.2.2.31, or 10.2.2.32. Then I need to write this capture on, I need to save this file, right? Where temp, and I will say sianets.pcap, guys. By default, if I run this capture, guys, TCP dump, and if I not write, if I don't say like it needs to be write on any file, because my Wireshark capture will always be written on pcap format. Very, very important. So you need to save a file by this command. -w means you are writing to some file. Then you will mention the directory where/temp, then file name. So guys, this command you can remember. This will help you to determine whether you are receiving traffic, whether TCP handshake is happening, whether SSL is happening, whether HTTP connection is happening. This is the command. Many people will ask me how to take captures on F5. So this is the command. You can get it safe also, guys. Very, very important thing. Now I will just run and it will get safe. So I will access it. So I will stop it. So see, 44 captures packets have been captured. This output you can ignore. Let me just run it again. Now, sometimes TCP dump also does not work. So how to know whether you're receiving packet? Control C. See, 38 packets have been received. Means you are receiving a packet. If you're finding 00 packet here, which means TCP dump is not running fine. Packet capture is not working properly. So that is how, guys, you can capture the packet and confirm whether it's an F5 issue or it's a server issue or it's a client issue. Okay, guys. So this can confirm you the traffic flow. So I hope this question is clear how you can confirm whether problem is there on F5 or not. How you will capture the specific application logs on F5. Another interview question is, guys, how you will capture the specific application logs. So guys, specific application logs, what I mean is they want to capture the traffic on particular server. So this is the same way, guys. You either go here on F5, go to local traffic, pool, then pool member, then stats. From here, you can capture whether which server. Let's say this server is down. You need to determine whether it's receiving traffic or not. So this is the way to capture specific application logs. But there is another way. I want to capture, please listen carefully. I'm facing slowness issues. When I'm accessing URL, I'm facing slowness issues. So what can be reason, guys? Slowness issues can be layer 1 issue, layer 2 issue, or it can be layer 7 issue also, or layer 3 also. But I want to confirm on my F5 whether it's an issue with. So another issue, guys, if someone report in slowness issue, what can be another issue? Let's say I have a client here, I have a client here, I have a client here. I have F5 coming into picture. I have three servers, server 1, server 2, server 3. Now customer is reporting slowness issues. So guys, previously everything was working. Traffic was going here, traffic was going here, traffic was going here. Some traffic from this client is going here, some traffic from client is going here, some traffic from client is going here. But guys, if these two servers goes down, will you receive slowness issues or not? Simple question I am asking, guys. Previously, three servers were handling the traffic of your client through your virtual IP. But now two servers are down, or let's say they are flapping. Will you face slowness issues or not? Simple question I am asking. So answer is right. You will face a slowness issue in this case. And there can be another issue. Your servers are getting flapped. Your servers behind F5, let's say F server 1, server 2, server 3. These are getting flapped. So how to check whether server is flapping or not? So there comes a concept of health monitor. And how to check specific application logs? There is a go to your CLI, go to this directory, cd/var/log, then you need to run this command. Very, very important, guys. You want to see whether your pool members are, from here you are not able to see, right? Whether your pool members are flapping or not. So you need to go to CLI and run this command. Let me show you. I'll go to putty and I will just go here. I will go to cd/var/log. Now cat LTM, guys. All the logs related to flapping or every other logs of virtual server all are stored in this file. Cat LTM. Very, very important, guys. See, normal basic knowledge you must have, but troubleshooting approach, interviewer approach, you should know, guys. So how to check whether my pool members are flapping or there is any issue with my F5? So this is the command. You need to run this cd/var/log. Then you need to run this command cat LTM. I will press. See guys, you will get this type of logs. Can you see? Pool members were up, down. It means some issue with the server. You can directly tell them it's a server issue. So this is how you can check. Where next question, guys. By default, guys, you know that all the logs are stored in cd/where/log/ltm. But let's say I need to capture 4 days old logs. I want to capture 10 days old logs. How to capture that? Very, very important. So guys, by default, F5 stores multiple file. It keeps getting rotated. First file is this. Another log file is ltm.1.zz. Another file will be ltm.2.zz. Another file will be ltm.3.zz. Another file will be ltm.4.zz. So you will go how to see that. Just run this ls minus l. So guys, if someone is good in Linux basics, then F5 troubleshooting is little easy because F5 works on Linux platform. Now, how to see? Go to ls minus l and see this file. Can you see this file? LTM, LTM1, LTM2, LTM3, LTM dot. Let's say I will see. Can you see 23rd August, 26th? So F5 rotates this file. So let's say I want to see these logs. For this, how I can see? Let me show you one thing here. If I type cat ltm.3.zz, what will happen? Let's see. See guys, I'm not receiving logs. It's an encrypted format. Why? Anyone? Why it is encrypted? I'm just running cat then ltm.3. Why it is encrypted? If I run this cat ltm, very, very important guys. This is live production. I'm able to see the logs, but I'm running cat this one. Why I'm not able to run? So guys, this is a compressed format. So to run this file, you need to type zcat ltm.3.zz. So you will see. Even you can grep also, guys. Let's say I want to search for particular pool member. Let's say I want to see virtual server IP logs. You can just type jetcat ltm.3 grep the virtual server IP address. See guys, can you see? It means your virtual server is going up and down. Some flapping is happening. Okay guys, I hope this point is clear to you. It's very, very important guys, how to see all logs on F5. All are interrelated guys. And how to see all logs. So you need to run this command zcat ltm.3.zz. Now guys, how to check whether there is an F5 layer 1 issues. I told you, right? There can be issues on layer 1. So can anyone tell me how many interfaces are there on F5? How to check interfaces on F5? So you can check by GUI and CLI. I want to check whether there is any frame errors, CRC errors, whether they are present or not. Let's go there now. So how to check to GUI? You need to go to browser. You need to go to local. So all the interfaces on F5 guys is present on the network tab. I want to see whether there is any switch issue or any layer 1 issues. So I will go to network interfaces. Here you can see guys. So F5 has a naming convention of 1.1, 1.2, 1.3 like that. One is slot number and this is the port number. So how I can check whether it's an whether I'm receiving any drops or errors. How I can check? Can I see here? No, guys. So that is why CLI troubleshooting is important. So how I can check it? I will go to putty. I will run this command. Let me just increase more size. I will go here tmsh list, or I will run this command show network interface. See, guys, I want to make sure that it's not an F5 interface issue or layer 1 issues. Can you see this? These are important field to check slowness issues. When customer is reporting some slowness issue, it can be switch issue also, right? It can be issue related to interface, right? Because F5 is connected to some interface, right? Physically, F5 will be connected to switch, correct? Then firewall. So that interface should work fine, right? So I need to check whether there is any drops or errors. This is the command, guys. Very, very important. This is how you can check layer 1 connectivity issue, guys. Maybe they are saying that I'm facing issues with latency issues. You can check from here. So if they say that I'm having slowness issues, so issues can be your cable issue, bad cable, incorrect media. It can be issue with incorrect media. Media means SFP. Can you see 100 transmission? Speed duplex settings, due to which you can face errors. Very, very important, guys. This can be issues. Maybe connected device are not available. Okay, guys. So this is where you can check. Now we have checked layer 1 issues. Now another thing which I can check is layer 2 connectivity issue. If there is any issue with layer 2, how you can check it, guys? So for layer 2, you need to check the ARP resolution. You need to check any VLAN misconfiguration. So all comes under layer 2 VLAN configuration. So guys, so let's say I have my F5. F5 is connected to switch. Then I have servers, server 1, server 2, server 3. Server 3 is in VLAN 30, server 2 is VLAN 20, server 1 is VLAN 10, right? I can see that F5 is not able to reach all 3 nodes. There is an issue with this. And all the servers are in different VLAN. So I need to check whether physical connectivity between this interface and this interface is working fine. So guys, in F5, there are 2 things. First, your interface is there, which we have checked. Interfaces are tagged to VLANs and VLANs are tagged to self IP. So this is how your network is built. VLANs are nothing but layer 2 VLANs. So I've told you, right? We have client, we have one F5. So this VLAN is external VLAN and another VLAN is where servers are present are on internal VLAN. So these are the VLAN concept. And guys, every VLAN has layer 3 IP. So layer 3 IPs are called self IP. So you need to check the connectivity between them. So you need to check whether your servers are on the same VLAN. Are you getting ARP entries or not? This is how you can check it. So this is how slow. See, let's say L1 issues, L2 issues, L3 issues you have checked. You have done the trace route also to check the server IP or VIP IP, whether traffic is coming or not. Then the next step is TCP handshake. Next step is SSL handshake. These are the two last steps which you need to check when you're facing slowness issues, guys. So I hope this question is clear. How you can confirm whether there is a problem with F5 or how to capture specific application logs. Another question which have been asked is how to troubleshoot swap memory issue. So guys, first of all, you should understand what is memory, how to check memory, and what is swap memory in F5. So guys, swap memory in F5, sometimes what will happen is you will face issues that this sometimes will not as in interview, guys. It's a basic operation issue, which sometime, but I will cover this because this has been asked by one of the interviewer. So first of all, what is swap memory in F5, guys? So swap memory is basically sometimes there can be issue that swap memory is getting leak. So what is swap memory and how you can check it? So sometimes the swap memory is increased. It can be issue with your bug. So you need to upgrade. So basically you have physical memory, then you have swap memory in that. So this is basically an hardware related issue which you need to check. So when I go here, how to check memory usage. So let's go further. So guys, when I talk about memory in F5, so memory is calculated as a Linux memory. So because all things are working on Linux memory, so whenever you allocate LTM module, ASM module, or GTM module, so let's go there. Everything will be allocated as a memory. So how you can check? You need to go to System tab, Resource Provisioning, guys. So can you see this? How much memory is allocated to LTM? You can check here. How many GB hard disk is required? So you can check here. Now I need to check whether how much memory utilization, maybe memory utilization is 100% or swap memory. How can you check whether it's a memory utilization issue? So it's a Linux. So you need to go to PuTTY. I will clear this. I will go to bash mode. And guys, either you can go to tmsh mode. You need to run this command show says proc info. So this will, can you see this? It will tell you which process is allocating which how much memory. Every process ID it will give you. ASM is allocating how much, LTM is allocating. You can see how much CPU, how thing. So this is the command to check it. Another command is guys. So you need a memory, right? What is memory? It's the same concept in F5 for any resource configuration. Memory is allocated, right? Let's say I configured virtual server. Memory is allocated. I created pool member. Memory is allocated. So there is a memory allocation which is done. You need to see this. Now I will clear this. I will press Q. Quit. To quit, you need to press Q. Now I will run this bash free command. You can see this swap memory, total memory. So guys, swap memory is basically a idle process memories which has been allocated. So there is a physical memory and which is a swap memory. So there are two types of memories which are there. So you need to run by this command also. One is this command, other command is show sys memory. Can you see this? This is how you will calculate memory. So what is TMM memory? So TMM memory is for traffic management. All the traffic which is going in and out from an F5 is called traffic management memory. Very, very important, guys. TMM is one of the process which is used for data plane. So that is called traffic management microkernel. This question will be asked, what is TMM in F5, guys? So very, very important. You need to understand this. Other memory. Other memory is maybe some Linux process which has been allocated. And swap memory. Swap memory is the swap space. What does swap means? Free memory, right? So that is swap usage. That is called swap usage also, guys. So it is normal. It's a kernel because it's F5 is a Linux based, right? Linux based. So it's a kernel. So kernel has some memory. So don't worry if you don't getting. So guys, let's say if you're getting high percent of swap usage. So it uses memory pressure because swap is something free, right? It should be kept free. It is an unallocated memory. If it's getting full, then definitely there is a memory utilization issue, guys. Then you need to check process wise which process is taking which memory address. So if memory available is higher than swap usage, then it's okay. Otherwise, system is experiencing an issue, guys. So you can check by top command. You can check by show says information like this. That is called swap memory. So sometimes issue can become, right, like swap memory is getting leaked or not. So that is how it can be used. So swap usage, it's normal, don't worry. But if it's going high, then it's an issue with F5. Either you have upgraded the F5, then you increase your issue, or some process is utilizing high. So that is how you can check why swap memory is high. So let's take another question. This question rarely asks swap memory. How to analyze QK view, guys? Very good question. How to analyze QK view file? What is QK view, guys? Have you worked on Cisco? Anyone? In Cisco, there is a concept called tech support. In F5, let's say you're not able to resolve any issue. Let's say customer is still facing issues with F5 virtual IP. They are not able to access. You have done all your troubleshooting. Now you need to open a case with F5 vendor. F5 vendor will ask you QK view. So you should know what is QK view. Guys, QK view contains all your logs, all your output from F5, your version number which you are running, everything F5 comes to know from QK view. So QK view is a diagnostic data file. Someone asks you what is QK view? It's a diagnostic file which gives an idea to F5 whether there is any issue going with. So it is stored in XML. So I will show you how to take it. So it's basically to check whether there is proper operation of F5 is happening or not. Very, very important, guys. You need to know what is QK view. So if there is any issue, if you're troubleshooting with F5 tech, they will ask for QK view. So it's a diagnostic file, guys. It will collect all your data. So how to run QK view, guys? It like a tech support, all the configuration F5 wants to take. So you need to go to system file, then you need to go support, then there is QK view. Just start. So it will stored somewhere. So it performs your health check. F5 wants to understand wants to collect your memory utilization. He don't want to log in, right? He wants to take remotely, check it, everything. So this is a tech support file. It will contain your all your configuration data, virtual IP, pool members and all. So there is a tool called iHealth, guys. You can also analyze whether you are hitting any bug or any CPU utilization or anything. This all can be captured. So from where iHealth is a tool, guys. Very, very important interview question. What is iHealth? So iHealth is a tool where you upload your QK view, guys. So can you see this? When I log in, this is the URL iHealth.f5.com. So here I have uploaded my QK view file, guys. It's simple. Just click on upload. So this is the big IP which I have. See, can you see this? It will give me every detail. How many critical vulnerabilities are there on my box? What is the end of support date for this? What is the stable version, guys? Some people ask, hey, you are running this version. What is the stable version? Can you see this? 12.1.6 is the stable version in 12 series. Critical vulnerability, high vulnerability. So guys, you can ignore this, but you cannot ignore critical vulnerability. Also guys, it will collect your all the data file. Can you see? It will check your status from how much time F5 is not rebooted, from how much time F5 is started, what is the physical memory, how many CPU is there, how many virtual IPs are configured, everything guys. Without login directly to F5, he can directly check. Can you see? All the configuration files. Very good tool, guys. This is how you can analyze logs. I want to run, I want to check because this is software, so hardware it will not show you. It will check if you want to see the serial number, high availability, because high availability in licensing part, if you want to see licensing, how many modules are, and you see active modules, you can check it. Also, you can run the commands. If you want to determine graphs like CPU, memory utilization and all. If you want to see active sessions in your F5, memory use, let's say I select memory use, I will go to view selected. It will give me the memory utilization. Can you see this? TMM memory, other memory swap. 7-day data I want to capture, 1-day data 3 hour. So this is how guys, it's a very much, I want to see how many new sessions are established, performance, HTTP request, SSL transaction. Let's say I want to see SSL handshake. You can see also throughput. Sometimes you want to understand throughput. So you can see. Very good tool, guys. iHealth.f5.com. You can also check. So for today,